In this video, I'm going to discuss the development of the quintet for piano and winds in E-flat major. And that is, of course, area of study 2, classical music, IGCSE 2026 and onwards. And this is already video 3. And I will also discuss the clarinet in B-flat, how to transpose what you see there to the pitch that is actually heard. Haven't watched the previous videos, please watch that first, because I have done a video 1 and I've done a video 2 and I've already discussed the exposition, and today in this video I will look at the development. Now the development in a sonata form is the part that's adventurous. The music plays around with the themes, like mixing them up, changing the keys, adding drama. Now in the previous one, we had the exposition where we had 2 main melodies. We also had a cordetta. So I'm sure that Mozart used some of these materials to develop. It can feel stormy or exciting, like something is going wrong or there's a problem to solve. So the easy words there, the characters go on an adventure and things get tricky. So in the classical time, even when they modulated, they stayed within the relative keys. So if I'm in the key of C major, my subdominant is F. My dominant is G. And even if I go to the minors, I will go to the minor of C major, that's A minor, G major, that's E minor, F major, that's D minor. Have a little bit of a chromatic, and to build it up, use diminished chords. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go through your keys and go through the word diminished chord, that you know what's going on there. Sonata form structure again. Last video, I did the exposition where we had the piano introducing the main theme that is echoed and elaborated upon by the winds. We had a second theme following the same pattern, fostering a conversational interplay between the piano and the wind instruments, and the exposition is substantial and is marked for repetition, emphasizing its importance. That we discussed last week. Now this video, we have the development. Mozart explores and transforms the themes introduced earlier, showcasing his skill in thematic development. So he took the theme and he develops it now. This section features dialogues among the wind instruments, underpinned by the piano's rippling figures. And then the next video that I'm going to do, we will look at the recapitulation and the coda. See with your notes, the IGCSE Cambridge notes that the development is from bars 66 to 81. So that's not a long development. The music passes through various keys, including G minor, A-flat major, B-flat minor, C minor, and C major in the development, before returning to the tonic key. We know the tonic key is E-flat, key for recapitulation. All of these keys are closely related to the tonic key of E-flat major. C major is reached via a change of mode from the preceding C minor. And then we will also see harmony. The end of the development uses chords from a circle of fifths, bars 78 to 81, including a C minor chord in bar 79, which becomes a diminished chord with the addition of a G flat. So there we see the end of the exposition that is repeated. And let's look at that first bar already. We see an F sharp, but we still have the B flat. Okay, and we still have that feeling of minor. So this is G minor. So goes through G minor. Let's see whether we also see the A flat major. 67, I see battle ends, and I see the A flat again there, and it looks as if it is in E flat major. With 68, I see that added D flat. So battle, ends, and down. And this is the mentioned A flat major. But if you work it out, that is the subdominant major. And there I see a perfect cadence in A flat. So there I have the D flat, D flat, D flat, D flat, D flat. So here it stays in the key of A flat major. In bar 72, I start seeing a natural A. So that shows me I've got battle, ends, A natural, and D flat. So that looks like a B flat minor. So I have the G flat coming up. You will just see it just now. G flat there. You see? So B flat minor is the minor of D flat major. Okay? So battle, ends, and down goes. And I have my natural A. Now here in bar 74, I'm in C minor. I see the natural D and I see the B natural, showing me that that is the raised seventh. Okay? And here where this H part starts, it is in C major. And that is what is mentioned. Here from 78, I see the circle of fifths. First C minor, then I have a G, then it goes to C minor again, and here I have a diminished chord, A, C, E flat, G flat, and then B flat, then I see E flat, G, B flat, D flat. Okay, so that is a seventh. It's not a diminished, okay, because I've got a perfect chord there, and then I have an added seventh. At bar 81, I start moving back. I see that I have E flat major again, because there the recapitulation will start. Now, if you go through your material, you will see a lot of things that shows you that you are busy with classical music. Look at all those dynamics marked in. Look at the trills written in, the ornamentation. The slurs are written in, the crescendos written in, the staccatos are written in. So go through your music and see whether you understand that this is classical music, just by the way that this is written. Also going to do this week with my students is you have to be able to write the sounding pitch in the clarinet when this is written. So if you see the written note C, you must know that it's 2 half steps down the sound. A B-flat clarinet is a transposing instrument, meaning the notes written for its sound a whole tone lower than they appear on the page. For example, a written C on a B-flat clarinet will sound like a concert B-flat. And this transposition also applies to key signatures. So a piece in C major for a B-flat clarinet will sound in B-flat major. So my key signatures this side will be B-flat and E-flat. Sure that you understand the following. This is the written part for the clarinet. Okay, but this is what it will sound like. So if it's written, it is written a major second higher. So you see the F major, and I start on the second. I start on the supertonic. Then the tonic, and then I have a supertonic, median, subdominant, supertonic. But if I write down the pitch, this F major, you have to change to B flat. E flat major. So F, a major second down, is E flat. And then you will see how every note is written a major second down. that example, because if you look at the clarinet in B flat, you see that it's F major that you see there, but that's not the sound, that's the written pitch. So you have to be able to write this note a major second down. So also my F major key signature will be changed to E flat major key signature. Also do some exercises with my students this week. So if the concert pitch is C, the clarinet plays, his music will show a D. And if the concert pitch is G, clarinet will play an A. If the concert pitch is an A, the clarinet will play a B. If the concert pitch is D, the clarinet will read the note E. Okay. And if the concert pitch is F, the clarinet part will read a G. So let's listen to what we did last week, part of that. There I hear the syncopation. You see the crescendo written out and all those articulations written out. And at the end, I'm in B flat major, the dominant. G minor, E flat, now add a D flat, that pattern sounds familiar. It's developed. Most of the time the piano plays. And there's tutti. That sounds like a theme that we have heard before. Circle of fifths. You hear the dialogue. And there we have the recap. Sure that you understand the whole development and especially go through your theory that you understand the different keys that I mentioned. And also look out for all the things that's different from the Baroque era. Like everything that's written in like staccatos and crescendos and the dynamics and the decorations written out. And all those articulations that you make sure about it and listen to the conversation between the different instruments and also work out, take your time understanding the clarinet in B flat because they will definitely ask that. Good luck with your studies this week and I'm sure that you will understand all those things.